Okay. Are we playing Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, we're playing
Everything's
Dungeons.
Yes,
live.
we are.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. All right.
We are doing
Um,
what do you mean?
I forget what that's a quote from, but it is a quote somewhere. Last time we saw our heroes slash villains, depending on what side of the moral ground you stand on. There was some medicine that was quote unquote stolen, in heavy on the finger quotes with that one, to be, according to the bandits, reliberated to Children's Hospital. You guys killed all of the bandits, starting by killing one of the guys for cheating in poker or a dice game. Let's see what else happened. Dross got trapped in another dimension, but nobody else knows that except Dross, I think. And as far as I know, Dross is a dwarf now. So some time has passed since the end of that last adventure. You guys got the reward. It was 100 gold pieces given to the party for the return of the medical equipment. Rigor in that 4 days that has passed, you got 300 gold pieces for the 6 corpses you brought back to Doctor Good Job. And you guys have successfully been living in your haunted home without event and been waiting to hear word from a guild about a mission. There's not much news going around in the town. So, you guys want to tell me where you're at, or if you want to describe what you're doing, that would be great.
What time of day is it?
I'm going to go with noon.
Are we?
And we are. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, the thing we discussed, Bill. Or am I gonna? Oh, actually, okay. Thank you.
I just messaged you.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Go about your business, Josh.
Did I also get my jar of eyeballs?
From Dr. Goodjob?
Yes.
Dr. Goodjob wants you to give him a jar of eyeballs.
No, the shop owner wants me to give him a jar of eyeballs. I asked Dr. Goodjob
right.
to give me the jar of eyeballs from the goblins.
Look at Tommy
He gives you
knowing
a
his things.
jar full of ears. He says, goblin eyes are absolutely useless. I've tried to do everything I could with those stupid little eyeballs, but nothing significant ever happened.
So why couldn't you just give them to me?
They blew up. They got destroyed in the process, so now you have a jar of ears. They're pickled, so who knows what that does.
Well, can you give me the eyeballs from these humans that I just sold you? Sorry, we're retconning a little bit, but
I think we could. You just want the eyeballs.
yes, I just want the eyeballs.
All right, I don't.
In
Yeah,
a
I
jar.
don't need any. I don't need any of the eyeballs for anything I'm getting into. So, yeah, absolutely. He turns and he says, "Nurse, prepare the jar." And he looks back to you and he says, "Give me 2 days, and you should have your jar of eyeballs prepared and ready."
Yep, so in the 4 days that passed since then, I went and got my jar of eyeballs.
Blue beans.
I wanna go shopping.
Let's go to the mall. Today.
All right, who's is everybody else in the house, or are you guys
I would.
out and about?
I was gonna go shopping as well.
If you guys are going shopping, I am in the process of putting on a disguise right now. Nobody in particular, just a random nondescript looking person. But I'm gonna go do some scouting around here in a minute, or here in just a little bit, as somebody else.
Alright, that's fine with me.
I'm gonna head over to the armorer.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
And I wanted to head towards that. I can't remember the NPC, but that other guy shop.
Let me find my list of names, things.
it's in our chat.
Mm,
Oh yeah, is it?
Yeah, he is looking for the. Fuck, it's nice.
Albertsons. No, that's no. We
No.
didn't put that guy's name down.
Yeah, I just saw that.
But you're going to Albertsons.
You're
I'm
going to
informed,
Kanzi's Emporium.
Correct.
which is what number on?
That'd be number 15.
All right. And how do you spell Kanzi?
Konzi apostrophe S. His Emporium.
There you go, Jacob.
All right. Go ahead and take care of Jacob's stuff first, because mine's gonna take a little bit.
Okay. For everybody that is out in town, I would like a nature check.
A nature check?
A nature check.
Motherfucker, I don't know shit about no nature, but I rolled a 3.
I'm gonna guidance myself for 19.
Okay.
3.
Right. So 2 3s, a 19, and anything over there from the old Rogan.
No, I'm inside putting on my makeup.
Okay, so you haven't gone out.
No, not just yet.
So Rigormore, as you're walking through town, you hear, "Hey, hey, over here, hey,
I look towards the noise.
hey," and as you turn and look from the center of town, that town square, before you go into the Emporium, you see the statue you've had a conversation with. You have a good sense that that's where the sound is coming from.
All right, I will head over towards Bill. What's up, Bill? What do you need?
See that dove? That
Do I
dove's
see
real
the
weird.
dove?
You do. With a 19, yeah, you do. And that dove is, in fact, real fucking weird. It's pecking at the ground without moving its head. So where its beak is, from it is erupting emerald green jewels that are extracting and extruding, going down towards the ground to look for seeds and worms. And then once it finds something, it deconstructs back into what would be a normal bird's mouth. And everybody else walking around town is not paying any mind to this. That's real fucking weird, right? That birds don't do that normally, right? It's been a while, but I've seen a lot of birds.
Oh yeah, that's pretty weird. I am going to cast Speak with Animals as a spell and
All right,
go over to the bird.
let me do some research quick. And I will have an answer for you. But, so, let's go with Ross. What are you getting into over at the old armorers?
Well, on my way, the first thing I would like to... you know what? I'm gonna walk in and, ask for that armor that he was supposed to be preparing for me. You might have recognized me. I was the little green dude asking for some armor. I was kind of upset that there was a hole in it.
It's not my fault. You keep changing your shape. Armor's good. I'll keep fixing the armor.
It's not my fault. It's his fault. And I point...
Whose?
Him! And I point to the gnome next to me.
No, you can't blame invisible friends, buddy. You keep changing your shape. That's not my problem.
What the fuck you mean invisible? He's right there. Dude's been trying to poison my cereal all day.
There's Not a single person in this room, other than me and you.
You got my armor in.
We're talking about. Yes, I have your armor, and good thing is, goblins aren't that much smaller than dwarves, so it should be an easy mod to get fixed and set up for you.
You
And
by chance you got any extra strength leg bracers you could throw in for a few extra gold?
extra strength leg bracers.
Yeah. It's getting serious.
I'd have to make a set,
10 gold.
but I can do that. That is not enough gold for that.
15
And
gold.
do you want them for your dwarf body, or do you want me to make some magical shape shifting armor that doesn't make any sense?
How much would you charge me for that?
An imaginary number, because as far as I know, I can't do that.
Yes, make them for my dwarf body.
All right, give me a week, and you'll have yourself a set of extra strength leg bracers.
Just charge them to the guild hall.
Can do.
Sweet.
You want me to start a tab?
Fuck yeah! And you know what? Throw in some upgrades to that armor while you're at it. Throw those on the guild hall bill while you're at it.
Do you want to see the terms of agreement, or no?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Okay. Excellent.
Rigomore will
He is
take Rigomore will take care of it some next time you see him. Don't worry about it.
He is happy as a clam that you said, "Nah, don't worry about it. I'm good." He's
Make this
he's smitten.
make this some of your best work, and like I said, Rigomore will handle it when he comes through.
Okay. Can do.
Awesome. I appreciate it. And then I kind of, when I'm walking out, I am very skeptically looking at that gnome. I'm like, it's one of those like, it's like that shifty person across the parking lot. I'm giving him that that side eye while trying not to get in his line of vision.
And he's not like behind, like he's not next to you or behind you, but he's following you, trying to stay hidden, but also making it clearly aware that he's there. He keeps, anytime you see him and you give him that little side eye, as you're like just glancing over, he's halfway through it, like doing the whole thumb across the throat.
I would like to also go to the tavern.
Which one?
The inn, the tavern inn, the one that we're always at.
The inn tavern.
The inn tavern, yes, sir.
All right. On your way there, I will transition to somebody else so that they can get that all out, up and about. Sorry, I'm writing down some notes. So, Rigormore, you go and try to communicate with this quote-unquote pigeon.
Hello, little buddy.
All that's coming back in your mind, where the answer should be in some form of language. You've used this spell before. I'll know Chippy or Dale. I forget what I named him, but
I think Dale.
Yeah, that sounds right. So it's kind of like just two shards of glass being rubbed together.
Okay.
I can't imitate that sound, but if you can imagine.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
And I roll Arcana to try to figure out what the deal is with this bird, because I'm assuming it's something magical.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and I'm going to guidance myself. That is a grand total of 9.
You know it's for sure not a bird.
Okay, but
like your every magical sense that you had or attuned to over the years is telling you that you know what a bird is. You can point at something and be like, "That's a fucking bird." You're pointing at this, and you have never seen something so close to bird-like that does not function or behave like a classic bird.
Ubo.
Can I try to catch it?
As soon as you do the Arcana check to look at it, it has taken off and flown to a rooftop overlooking the town square.
Are there still emeralds on the ground?
There were never emeralds like being strewn about. Those emeralds kind of deconstructed back into the bird's body. I don't know if I can make that clear. It was like they extended and grew from where the beak was, and then they retracted back, and where its beak was now is a classical beak by design.
All right. Yeah, I can't really do anything else, so I'm just gonna keep going to the Emporium.
All right. So as you enter, nothing else of note happens. Other than the statue, as you've walked away from him, he's like, "That's not a real bird, man. Birds. Seen a lot of weird birds." And this is all in your mind. There's no physical sound happening, but he's now just opened up the chat line with your own head, and he's just talking to you about how that is not a bird. I've seen a lot of birds. That ain't one. Telling you that right now, buddy.
But what do you want me to do with it?
Figure that thing out. That's not a bird.
I know
There's supposed to be birds around here. That's not a bird.
I can't catch it, so I don't know what you want me to do with the bird. I know it's not a bird.
I don't know, man. Keep an eye on that bird. It's a weird bird.
I will do that.
Keep an eye out for other weird animals, man. I got a bad feeling.
I will do that.
Right. Bad's the bad one, right? Like bad is.
Bad
what
is
does bad mean again?
Bad is not good.
What's good?
Thumbs down is bad. Thumbs up is good.
All right. Cool.
All right, I go into the Emporium.
Back again, are you? What can I help you with?
I am back again, and I have for you, pulls out a jar of eyeballs.
He kind of looks at it skeptically. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Where'd you get this?
Made it.
You made it?
I made it. Well, I didn't make it. Dr. Feelgood made it for me.
I don't know a Dr. Feelgood.
He's a resident doctor of the town.
Dr.
But, I got him to butt. Huh?
Dr. Goodjob. You talking about the creepy bird guy? Dr. Goodjob. He made this jar of eyeballs?
I thought his name was Dr. Feelgood.
No, it is. Every time I've said it's Dr. Goodjob, and you guys have just called him Dr. Feelgood.
No. Dr. Feelgood. Yeah, he made these. I provided him the eyeballs.
Yeah, I don't want anything that creep makes. Absolutely not. There's this jar. This is just a jar of pickled eyeballs with zero magical properties. Why would I want a jar of pickled eyeballs?
Well, all you told me is that you want a jar of eyeballs. You were not very specific.
The jar of eyeballs.
Well, I didn't know there was a specific jar of eyeballs.
Look, I kept saying the jar of eyeballs. You can't just willy-nilly start dealing around eyeballs in jars.
I very specifically said a jar of eyeballs, and you agreed.
I said you bring me the jar of eyeballs, and I will pay you handsomely.
You said a.
Did I?
You did.
Well, who's the one? You keep bringing me jars of eyeballs, and I'll keep not paying you for them, and then you just end up with a whole bunch of jars of eyeballs. Do whatever you want, buddy.
I want to persuade him that he owes me something for this jar of eyeballs because I brought it to him.
A jar of ears. I will absolutely trade you something just as useless.
I already have a jar of ears.
Oh. That's tough. I don't have any other. I got some pickled eggs. You want some pickled eggs? A little snack for the road?
No. All right.
Get the road out of my shop.
I got other stuff I can buy things with.
All right. What do you want? Hit me with it.
Well, first off, this jar of eyeballs, the jar of eyeballs you referred to.
Yes.
What can you tell me about it so I could actually track it down for you?
Well, legend says that much like your jar of pickled eyeballs, right? But when
Yes.
you consume one of these eyeballs, your sight increases by a significant distance. You could actually use this as like a remote viewer. If you were to place one of these eyeballs somewhere and then nibble on one, you can see what that eyeball's seeing. Very handy, and I've been looking for it for eons based solely off of rumor, and not literal eons. I'm dramatic here. I'm using what's called hyperbole.
Alright, well, I mean, do you have a starting idea of where it might be? I mean, you said there's a rumor.
Somewhere along the Sword Coast.
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
I know that the legend and rumor that I heard was that an ancient cult called the Cult of the Unseen is the first that produced it.
Cult of the Unseen. Alright. Can I roll history, I would assume, to see if I've ever heard of this Cult of the Unseen? I rolled a 13.
You, through your studies, if I remember correctly in your background, you're a bit of an archaeologist, right?
Not
You were doing no.
really.
Your wife was a researcher or some historian, right?
Scientist, yes, and I
Yeah.
helped her with that.
Well, through just scanning over books, you've heard mention, you've heard the name Cult of the Unseen before. To say they have an eyeball fetish is an understatement, but it's not a sexual fetish. It is they from what you can gather is they are a cult that believes that there is a deity that has had its eyes plucked, and with the eyes being returned, its true power will, classic cult shit. Its true power will return, and it will come back to enslave the earth and give a good thumbs up to the cult of the unseen. But thus far, there has been no evidence that they even existed.
Okay. Would you happen to have a staff of Python?
You talking about ropey staff?
Maybe. Is it a staff that turns into a snake?
Yeah, ropey staff. The old note.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah.
I think I can find one. Give me a second, and I'll get back to you.
Alright.
All right, while he's looking for that, we'll switch over to old Vile walking around, getting into stuff.
I'm so lost, I don't even know where to look.
I mean, what do you want to do, buddy? This is Dungeons and Dragons. You describe your time.
Let's see. We did the check to go outside. I'll just start looking around, just getting to know the actual neighborhood.
I mean, it was a nature check, but that 3 was not a full one. Kind of, if you're walking out of the front of the house, you can, off to your right, which would be west, you can kind of see the homes get smaller and smaller and closer together, the further west towards out of town you get. As you look east, you've kind of done a little bit of exploring and walking back and forth. There's a large cemetery, and that's also where the infirmary is. Most of the shops in the center of town, and the shops, you typically have some kind of housing above for the shop owners or other renters, what have you. Is there anything specific you're trying to get to know?
Not really. I think I needed health items, but what's it called? Tommy bought them all.
I mean, if you want to go check, maybe their inventory got replenished. Who knows? I mean, I
Let's
know
do that.
it's fun part of this. All right,
Yeah,
so you're
let's
going
do
up to
that.
the apothecary.
Yeah.
Good old number 5 on the map if you're keeping track. Excuse me.
Just found it. Sweet.
All right.
Alright, so I'm walking up there. Dang, because where's the place that we live at? What number is that one?
It's the star on the map.
Ah, okay. Oh, so that's right there.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. It's
So
not a hike.
yeah. So I'll go there and I'll talk to him, see what's up.
I mean, he's in there and he's going through an inventory, double checking the shipment's correct, making sure he doesn't have to go call and bust some heads about a misdone inventory or any of that jazz. But everything's looking right. You walk in, he's nose deep in a clipboard right.
Oh, sir, can I borrow you for a second?
Sorry. Yes. What can I help you with, sir?
You got any potions on you?
Do I have any potions on me? No.
Or in the
but
shop for sale?
I was gonna say behind you on this shelf, we just restocked our health potions, and I think they're actually like, I don't know. I'm just getting into this whole apothecary business. I really don't know much, personally. But hey, you got to get a foot in the door somewhere, and here I am, both feet in. One foot in the door, the other in a grave. Where are you? What's happening?
Yeah. What are you selling those for?
Because I think they're actually good, I'm going to go with 10 gold pieces per bottle, per vial, however you label and sell these bad boys.
Alright, give me 2, I'll try them, and if I survive using them, I'll let you know if they're good or not.
Are you opting into the old guinea pig program?
Maybe. I would say probably.
Okay. Well, just so you know, there is a where you pay me 15 instead of that 20, and then you just tell me about the side effects if there is any, or if you die, then that's a side effect technically. Excuse me.
We'll do that. I'll join the guinea pig.
The guinea pig club. Alrighty. So subtract 30 gold from your business. And you have now 2 quote unquote health potions that are actually probably health potions this time. It seems like those last potions you got, the last potions that you got, or that Rigormore bought, those were kind of gaining health back was more of a side effect to it.
The ones that he has?
Yeah, the ones that Rigormore bought, where the healing factor of it was more of a side effect. They were supposed to be potions of something else, but the side effect is you also gained a little bit of health back.
Oh, okay.
So, sorry.
And you said Dross is in a different dimension, right? That we don't know?
No. He was last game. The old what was his name? Fizzlechester.
Oh. Alright, so then now I want to go hunt for Dross.
Alright. Yeah,
I want to see if I can kind of be sneaky.
Kind of be sneaky?
Yeah, trying to be sneaky, go up behind him.
Wait. Sorry, I'm still taking notes.
Hey.
All right. So, roll me a stealth check.
All right. 18.
18. That's pretty stealthy, my friend. Somebody should probably roll for dross then.
Oh shoot, he's not here.
He said, "Be right back." Vamp for me. I don't know what that means.
Well, I mean, really, it goes off his passive perception since he's not intentionally looking, and I know his passive perception is lower than that.
Okay. So yeah, you are successful in sneaking up on him.
And then I want to play a joke on him. Oh, I know Tommy's seen this. I thought, I thought he was going to be there so he can experience it. I was going to go behind him, and I think it's called the 1,000 Years of Death Jutsu, where you just poke him in the butt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's a classic.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do to him.
Just with your fingers, or with a fancy new potion? Just with
Oh,
your
no.
fingers.
Just with the fingers, just to give him a jump and say, "Wonder who the hell I am."
All right. Well, we'll wait for him to get back for that interaction because that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And I just want that fight to happen in person. So, Rogan, you are currently in costume, or trying to be in costume.
Yes, I have spent the last few hours getting dressed and practicing my accent and stuff, just getting into character as a halfling. He's a real estate agent, but he's the whole idea is I'm gonna walk around town for a little while and look for somebody acting suspicious, somebody somebody that could lead me into the thieves guild.
Okay.
I want to just kind of wander around town, see what I can take in, what's going on in the town, but really try and find somebody that might be in the local thieves guild.
See, as I described to Vile, when you walk out of the house and look to the west, you notice that the houses get a little bit smaller, closer together. You have an idea that that's probably the lower income part of town, or the workers, where a lot of the blue collar folk can afford to live and still also maintain close proximity to whatever job they may or may not have.
Okay, that sounds like a good place to go.
All right, so as you go in, oh man, my ashtray cracked. That's a bunch of bullshit. Sorry. So as you kind of enter the town, there's not really any businesses per se. There is one open business, one tavern that seems to be pretty poppin'. It seems to have a little bit more of a customer base than the old inn tavern. It seems that this is more of a, hey, you just got done with your shift? Come here and get obliterated so you can go to bed. And the sign out front is broken, where it would have an open or closed portion. Above that, it says, Miners, wait, no, shit, that's supposed to. The Miner's Bell. The Miner's Bell. So the town is called Miner's Bell, and this is specifically saying that the miners have a bell, and this is the place where they go.
Well, I will head into the Miner's Bell.
So as you're approaching the building, the classic scene of somebody being picked through the swinging doors of the front. They come tumbling out and they say, "You dirty son of a bitch," and they pull their pants back up and barge back in the door. And from an open window, and it's open because it's broken. They get tossed out again, pants around their ankles.
Pants around their ankles?
Yep.
Interesting. Well, I will head inside. Sounds like a fun place.
All right, so as you go in, as soon as you walk through the door, there is a small halfling child that seems to just be having a good old time pantsing whoever's walking through the door. Most of the patrons have affixed their pants back to where they belong, and some of the patrons, beaten down by life a little bit more, have left their pants on the floor. That I'm not dealing with this anymore. Have sat at the bar, pants off, drinking a beer.
So somebody just went around pantsing people in the bar?
Yeah, just a child is just a halfling child is standing kind of close to the door, a little hidden, and he's just coming by and pantsing people. Hang on a second. Well, I see how it is. All right, we're back.
I will take note of the little boy and
He's gonna try to pants it.
I'm gonna take note of him. I'm gonna go over and give him a gold coin and tell him, I enjoy your enthusiasm. Sometimes it's good to have a little fun.
It's the only thing we got.
And from there, I'll go up to the bar and order a drink and kind of start keeping an eye out for somebody who looks like they may be a member of the Thieves Guild.
As you sit at the bar and order your drink, the bartender can clearly tell that you are not from here. His customers are some of his closest friends. Not by choice, by business. Typically in a bar, you got to stay open in order to make money, and this guy's doing that. So he's running around. He just kind of looks at it. He says, "New here?"
I say, yeah. I'm just traveling through town. I got some plots of land I'm trying to sell off here and there, and just making my way to big city to find some real buyers.
Sounds like you could use a drink.
Absolutely.
And he pours you a beer with a couple of chunks of stuff floating in it. But here, as you can tell, that's a good old-fashioned beer.
All right. Well, yeah. I'll just sit around and keep my eyes peeled for a bit.
A perception check.
That's a 9.
That's a 9.
It's a 9.
As you go to drop some coin to pay for your beers, your coin purse is gone.
I will immediately start looking around the room for anybody who looks like they're trying to hide or flee away from me.
So as you kind of realize this in sudden, oh shit, where's my wallet? Being at the gas station, already paying for stuff, already ordered your things. Now you're trying to pay. There's no way to pay. As you do that, the swinging doors we're seeing old feller get kicked out of. The child has just left.
Okay. Well, I'll drop my drink and sprint out the door after him.
After you sprinted off, the bartender's yelling at you. Should I start a tab? Who are you?
Yeah, I'll just scream back, Darian. And that's about probably as much as I can get out in that time.
Fucking, did I leave my pen outside? I'm sorry, guys. I am an absolute mess. But the fantastic person I've chosen to spend my life with is getting a kind of she's super rad. Super rad.
It's okay.
You son of a bitch. I'm excited. All right. You said Darian?
Yeah. Am I going to be able to catch this kid?
Right now, you can see. You can see where he's. You can see him taking off west, kind of. So a little bit. It's south, and then right as he's going to go and turn right west, he thinks better of it and heads east, further into the buildings, into the little structures and alleyways. Things where a small halfling child would be a little bit easier to navigate than a dude dressed as a halfling. But you can see where he went.
I will follow.
Right. We'll get back to you in a moment. Rigamore, what's up with you? How are you doing?
Well, waiting to see if this guy's got that staff.
Yeah, he comes back to you and he says, I'm pretty sure I sold it or it slithered away. So no, I do not have a staff of
Staff of Python.
staff of rope.
Yeah. How about a clockwork amulet?
I had one before, but that's long gone.
How about a canned bag of tricks?
Bag of tricks. I think I have one of those. What are you going to give me for it?
Well, I don't have much in the factor of oddities right now, but I have gold.
That is what I deal mostly in.
I'm well aware. The only odd thing I have right now is this jar of eyes, jar of ears, and this vial of fish scales.
I don't need fish scales, eyes, or ears. I'm not trying to open up a pickled produce. I'm not trying to start a pickled produce section in my emporium.
I'm aware, but
I have one. I have one for you. I can put it on the side until you bring me something I actually want. Or could use.
You need gold to run your emporium, don't you?
Where?
You need gold to run your emporium.
I do not. This building is mine.
I mean, aren't there like taxes or something?
I deal with that my own way. It's business. It's my business.
Alright, yeah, if you could just set it aside for me right now, that'd be great.
I will absolutely do that. I'll keep it in the back. And unless somebody comes in here with the jar of eyeballs, then that's yours. But you bring me something else pretty neat, that's yours then.
Alright, I can do that. Alright, I want to go somewhere else, but I don't know where I would need to go to buy these things.
What do you need to buy?
I'll ask him. Do you know where I could buy some specific magic ink and some spell scrolls?
Let me take a minute to think about that. You could try the general store. They might have something like that. I know that I personally don't deal in magical inks or paper, but the general store may have something where you could actually exchange gold for their products.
Alright. Thank you very much, sir. I will see you hopefully soon, and I will head to the general store.
Okay. So,
Still messing with my plans.
I got all kinds of plans to mess with everybody. I'm here for nightmares.
Yeah. As I'm walking to the general store, can I do another, I guess, nature check to see if I notice any other weird animals?
Absolutely. I would love it if you did that.
I'm gonna guidance myself.
Okay.
That is a nat 20, so total of 22.
All right. So, pretty much everything that's not a person that you see that is alive is fucked up.
Alright.
Like, kind of the same idea where they're not, animals are functioning as if there's a hardcore bug in whatever system they're running.
And
you see a rat going and scurrying, but instead of scurrying, it seems that the back half of its body will, when it's moving forward, the back half of its body will move past its own head, and then the head will move through the back of its body to move itself forward, like an inchworm, but without any of the vertical movement. It's all linear and unnatural.
Alright, I'm guessing, is this a new development today? Did, like, the animals look normal yesterday?
In the past couple of days, you've noticed that more and more animals have been acting strangely, especially based on, because you rolled real high on the last two checks, I'm going to say you've been paying attention, kind of saying, that's a strange bird. But then, like, the other animals don't seem like anything's off. But now if you see animals wandering around, they're doing some funky behavior.
Alright, yeah, I'm still gonna go to the general store and get this taken care of fast.
Alright. So you go over to the old Wise General Store. I think it's number 6 on your map, if you're keeping track. It is indeed. And the proprietor, one Tedward Shale, is there, seen standing behind the counter.
Shale, Shale.
Yes, and his name is Tedward. Ted word.
Yeah, I got that part. I'll head in there. Good morning, sir. Or good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you too. How can I help?
I was looking to see if you had any magical ink and spell scrolls.
That's the thing. I don't have any of the scrolls, but I do have some ink.
Alright, I will buy 3 vials of ink. If you have that much. It's 50 gold a vial, Bill.
Thank you. I was just doing some research. Absolutely, I have 3 of those.
Okay. Hand him the 150 gold. Yep. And I will ask him, is there anywhere in town that you would know I could look for spells?
For spell scrolls,
Yes.
you're gonna be coming here, but unfortunately I'm having an issue with my distributor on the old paper front. So him and I are in a little bit of a squabble, so I'm short on scroll and paper at the moment, but I got plenty of ink. My ink guy's coming through. Ink guy's always coming through.
You know I'm
Paper
asking
guy.
for like scrolls with spells on them already, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure. All right. Well, I'll be around town if hopefully you get them soon, and then I'm gonna head to the mayor's office.
Okay. As you do that, I will switch over to Vile. What's up, dog?
Alright. So I'm back.
You're back.
Sweet. So, is Jacob here?
Yes. We're back
All
to this
right.
situation. And all right, so Dross, just so you know,
Yeah.
you don't know what's happening.
Like with why he's following me and all that, I just not being followed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you don't even know you're being followed because Vile is a sneaky sneak.
Oh, by him. I thought you were talking about the gnome.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm not paying attention to Jason. That's fine.
Okay. Jason, do whatever you want. Or as I should say, Vile.
So I start walking up behind them. Of course, he can't see me.
Mhm.
And then all he
Super
hears is
sneaky.
me yell. Yeah. And then all he hears me yell is 1,000 years of death jutsu and, poke him in the butt with my fingers.
Actually, I think I have a reaction for that. Just saying.
You do not.
It is a surprise round. Bang!
Can I use Manifest Echo as a reaction, or because it's a surprise I can't?
It's a surprise. He jumped on.
Can't.
Just got my freaking anal virginity taken again. Shit.
Second time this week, goddammit.
Somehow it happens in every game.
We're not gonna talk about it. I'm sorry, my butt's alluring, okay? These big old thick thunder thighs and those juicy pieces of cake.
I mean, roll to see how well you shove your fingers up his butt, Jason.
Absolutely, dude. I want to hear those numbers.
Oh, that's scary. Let's see.
This man's about to
I
kill
got a
me
7.
by fucking. Oh my god.
What was it?
I got a 7. Wait, how's it gonna hurt you? It's just a finger in
Roll
the
with
butt.
advantage. Roll with advantage because it's a surprise
Yeah.
attack.
Absolutely.
What do I roll on that one? I can't remember, so.
Another
7.
D20?
Oh.
Yeah, and then you pick whatever one's higher.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Second one was an 18.
There you go. That's a good old-fashioned finger in the butt.
I was gonna say, doesn't it have to roll for damage because it's still technically a hit?
I'm not gonna go
it?
into damage. I have a feeling that he knows this method very well.
There's
It's
emotional.
emotional damage.
There's a
Exactly.
lot of
Let me-
emotional damage, more than when I got my heart ripped out by my best friend. It's fine.
Let's talk about psychic damage.
I
You take
react
2
by.
points of psychic damage.
Okay. I yell, gnome! And I turn around and swing my fist as hard as possible.
Roll to attack.
Mom, fucking A right, bud. I rolled an 11.
Does that hit your AC?
And misses.
Yeah.
Okay. So you swing and miss, and the gnome that you were yelling about is standing on Vile's shoulders. Just cackling at you. Saying,
I draw my sword, and I tell him he needs to get away from that gnome right now.
And I go, whoa, what gnome? I just want to do the prank.
You need to
Do a
get that
prank
gnome
and see
off
what
your
you were up
shoulder
to.
right now. I can't risk hitting you. I need to kill this gnome before he kills me.
so, for your knowledge, there is no gnome.
Well, then I looked, both sides. I'm like, what are you talking about?
If you don't get him off your shoulder, you're gonna be collateral damage.
Whoa, there's nothing on my shoulders. You feeling alright? I got a potion. You want one?
What kind of potion?
It's a health potion. I just got them at the store.
I don't know if I can trust any health potions you have. You're with the gnome.
And the gnome,
What
this whole
gnome?
time, this gnome is just sitting on his shoulders, just slapping his knee, giggling.
I'm still holding my sword in your face, by the way. Just because I don't know if I can trust you if you're working with that gnome.
Would you like me to do some flips to show you that there's nothing on my shoulder?
Do a backflip. That'll knock him off your shoulder.
I won't do that, but I'll roll around.
Do a backflip.
Just do like a back handspring or whatever, where you're just kind of roll over on your...
I want this man to do a backflip. Roll for
I mean,
acrobatics.
you can roll. Yeah.
That's the only way I'm gonna believe you, because that's a tricky gnome. I've seen him hold on to worse.
All right, I'll attempt this backflip. If I break my neck, I'm coming for you. I wanted to pull a prank. Now you're gonna try to make me kill myself. So do I roll anything?
Yeah, you roll for acrobatics.
Yeah, it's an acrobatics check.
Dude, I just realized I don't even have my paper up.
Son of a bitch!
Well, anyways,
You rolled an 18, Jason.
Hmm?
You rolled an 18 for athletics. I did it for you.
Oh, okay.
Go.
What the?
Hang on a second,
Sure.
guys. This is a professional question I have to answer. One moment. And also, would anybody be upset if I went out for a cigarette break?
I can pause the recording.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna head out for a smoke. As you're holding the blade to Vilay's throat, you kind of notice that the gnome that you're talking about isn't there. He's found a good perch right up on your shoulder. And he's still just slapping his leg
Well,
and giggling.
before we get to that, describe his backflip, because he did do a backflip.
He did do a backflip. Did he roll for that backflip?
He got an 18.
That's a pretty dope backflip.
Nice.
Not like full gymnastics landed it, but like not with the arms out above the head. Like, hell yeah, killed this shit. Like a little bit of a forward back sway. But he's, yeah, cool ass backflip.
Okay.
Something that if I try in real life, I'll snap my neck.
Dude, surprisingly, backflips aren't that hard.
They are not. There's a guy who basically like tries to learn skills on YouTube. I forgot his name. I'll send it later. But he learned to do a
Guy
backflip in like
who
a
tries
day.
to learn skills on YouTube, guy.
Well, no. So he
That's his name.
he will take like how to spin a basketball, and he will sit there and look at the fundamentals and just keep practicing and see how long it takes until he's a pro at like everything. So like that was one of his first ones. But anyways,
I mean, personally, I know like I'm a little gut heavy, and I went to a trampoline park and learned how to do a backflip in like less than an hour.
well, trampolines and on the ground are different, though. But anyways,
Yeah,
I stabbed my sword at my shoulder where he would be, like almost if I was trying to like stab myself in the face, but missing, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm stabbing backwards at my shoulder.
It does not find a home, but he does. It does seem like he dodges it.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy? How is he able to dodge everything? What the fuck? And I like how Jason's just basically watching me swing a sword at ghosts.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the hell? But I ask again, you sure you don't want a potion?
I'm trying everything to make it back.
I take off in a full sprint towards the bar.
Towards the old inn tavern.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And then I follow behind him.
I was gonna say, so Jay, your image. He holds a knife at, or he holds his blade at your head and says, "Get that gnome out of here." And then you do a back. He's like, unless you do a backflip, do a fucking rad backflip. Tries to stab himself in the head, and then just runs off to the bar.
I'm like
Yeah, I
that
gotta
guy.
find out what's wrong with him.
I'm like that guy at 7-Eleven doing drugs. Give me 2 seconds.
Dude, here, when I go to Reno, there aren't those guys. It's mostly the crack whores.
What's that?
It's mostly crack whores here in Reno.
Sorry,
Where they're like,
I'm
I'll
back.
stick you for $15.
Almost had a kid die. I'm back. So yeah, full sprint towards the bar, getting chased by him.
All
right. Rigormore, remind me, were you outside again?
Yeah.
All right. So you see this scene occur relatively towards the center of town.
I'm just heading to the mayor's office.
Just ignoring.
Yep.
All right. You are able to make it to the mayor's office.
I head in and head up to Lawrence's office.
Gary is. He is not there. He probably has the day off.
Good for Gary. I will knock on the mayor's office door.
Okay. Yeah. Come in.
Alright, I open the door. Hey Lawrence, the wildlife around here is acting a bit strange.
What do you mean?
And I described to him how the bird was acting kind of more like mechanical, not so much like a flesh bird, and how I don't think it's a bird at all.
That is real weird. What do you want from me?
I mean, is there anyone in town that messes with the robots or automatons?
Let me see that. Oh, yeah, no. I just said just in the shadow with a little bit of stuff. As far as I know, there's not anybody else that would be doing weird things to the nature around here other than you folks. I don't know. Someone at the library might be able to help.
Library. Alright, I'll head there in a bit. I head down to the lobby.
Alright.
And I'm going to ritually well, never mind. Not gonna do that. I'm just gonna head to the library.
Alright, you're going to the library?
Yeah.
Ready. So the library is in the basement of town hall, so you don't have to really head anywhere.
Alright.
Down.
Yep.
So you get there, and there's an older fella sitting behind the counter.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
What be your name?
Carl.
Good to meet you, Carl. The wildlife around here's acting a bit strange. And Lawrence thought I might be able to discern something about that from the library here. You have any ideas? The animals are acting. I'm not yelling this entire thing.
And after you're done with your whole thing, he says, "I don't have to yell." What do you mean weird?
And I described to him how they're acting weird.
Man, you're no fun. You don't want to roll.
I'm not explaining it 3 times, Bill.
Come on, Daddy wants you to roleplay. No, I just thought that was a good time to be a perv. So he explains that there's rumor and conjecture about the forming of Miner's Bell itself. That there was conflict here between two what would be discerned as superpowers of the natural world, and that one upheld the natural order of things while the other was fighting for what they were perceived as the natural corruption of the natural world. Believes that entropy should be allowed to happen and prosper, and if nature decides to change itself, then it shouldn't be altered by any. He described that the battle ceased, nature was held in its what it would be called natural state, but maybe that could be something.
I mean, that helps a little bit, but it doesn't really give me a spot here to start investigating.
And remember, this was centuries ago. We don't even have written documents about it. Sorry, I'm in the middle of eating some chicken. I can't really keep up my voices.
All right. Thank you very much for your service there, Coral. And I want to head back to Bill.
All right. And as you're on your way to the
Bill?
Yeah, to me. A teenage human runs up to you and says, "Hey, you guys live in that new haunted place? Not new haunted place, that old haunted place?
Yes.
I have mail. I can't find anybody that lives there to actually accept this mail."
I will take it. And in the future, just always bring the mail to me. My name is Rickermore.
Can do. Because I was even thinking about just leaving this letter, like, at your door, hoping you'd find it.
Yeah, no, just always find me and deliver it to me, please.
Alright, so this, the letter simply reads, "To Rigormore, from the Guild Association." That's the cover of the cover of the envelope.
Yeah. All right. I will tip the courier 7 silver.
Okay.
And then I open the letter.
Hang on, sorry. Writing down some notes, eating some chicken. Got a lot going on over on this end.
Is it Popeye's chicken?
Nah, wait, dude. Aaron just straight up bebopped and jazzed some delicious fried chicken.
Mm.
Mm.
And that's why Bill decided to marry her.
I mean, That's a part of it. There's more, but
Which makes it mean steak too.
I mean, I'll give you my mean steak.
You already answered.
This is all going on YouTube.
Wait now.
okay. So the letter reads, near Miner's Bell,
Oh,
pack of feral dogs and wolves harassing citizens of surrounding area. Excuse me. The guild has been tasked with handling this situation, being that you are the newest and closest member to this. We find it fit that you deal with the problem. We expect nothing less than success. Thank you. And then that's the end of the letter.
Okay, did it say like north, south, east, west?
It just says
Near.
surrounding area.
All right, I want to head to the bar that Jacob and Jason went to.
Okay.
I know. I saw they were heading there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Rogan, you're here, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm still here.
You're playing the game too?
I'm following that kid.
Yeah, you are. Talk to me about it. He has run off down an alleyway, and again, you can kind of catch the tail end of him as he's turning another corner. Pursue it.
Yeah, I'm still following him. I don't have anything that I can like catch him with.
All right. So, are you running, walking? What pace are you setting?
I'm gonna try and catch him. So if I get a run at him, then that's what I'll do.
All right. So as you round the next corner, where you know for sure you saw him go in there, there is a solid brick wall.
Okay. I will inspect it for like a button, a switch, anything
Okay.
like that.
Give me an investigation check.
12.
There's no mechanical. Like you can discern that there's no mechanical operations to whatever this thing is, but you know for certain this child ran back this way.
What time of day is it?
It's starting to get. You're probably around 6 o'clock at night.
Okay. I'll go ahead and go meet up with the other guys. I'll try again tomorrow.
All right.
You guys are acting like I'm going to the bar to chill out. You don't understand what I'm about to cause. Oh, I'm gonna get murdered again by Tommy, I'll tell you that.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
I don't even know that you went.
Okay. So, now we get back to the top of the list here of something I like to call wrangling in my players to be one party again instead of 4 separate sessions that I'm planning.
Well, they all came.
So half of the party is assembled at the bar. What are you guys up to?
I immediately run in And without talking, I grab my favorite super strong liquor that I always just take from the bar without paying for it. And as I go to run out, I grab a couple bottles. As I go to run out, I yell, "Put it on the guild's tab," and I run back outside, grabbing the tablecloth by the door.
All right.
And then I see the other guys. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, let me describe. So you are close behind Dross as he's doing all this, asking him, whatever questions you may want to ask or saying whatever names you may want to say, but you see him run in, grab these things in a fever, and then he runs out. And Rigormore and Rogan, you both see Dross exit the bar and, liquor and fabric in hand, with a Vile following close behind him.
Do we need to do something about this? I'm gonna say that to him. Do we need to do something about this?
You guys can help me kill his fucking gnome. He seems to be able to dodge every attack I hit him with.
And then I tell him that, he thinks he sees a gnome that was on my shoulder that I couldn't see.
I'm sorry that you don't have good perception here, buddy. Okay? I'm trying to fucking not get murdered by this fucking gnome.
Alright. I would like some insight checks from everybody but Dross.
Aw. I'm gonna roll it anyways, fuck you.
Just for funsies.
We're not gonna talk about that roll. This is why I roll my own die now.
That was a 19.
Okay.
4.
That'll be a 24 because I rolled that 20.
That's the second one this game, dude.
I'm gonna start using my own die. Fuck D&D Beyond. It's terrible.
Alright, so both Rigormore and Rogan are able to discern that whatever is going on, Dross is fully convinced there is a gnome trying to kill him, and he's doing everything in his power to kill this gnome first. So, but old Vile is following behind, just like, "Hey man, I'm just your buddy. I just want to help. Sure, there's a gnome there, but you're not sure what's going on, but you're just there to be supportive of your friend."
I'm gonna try something. Is he calm? Is at the moment? Can I approach him?
I'm pretty shaken up. I'm pretty fucking tired. I'm
gonna kind of slowly approach you.
I'll drop a lead of what's happening. For the past couple of days, you realize that Dross has slept. I mean, you can't keep track because you guys have been doing your own sleeping, but you've heard him stirring around and not actually being able to sleep. You can see his demeanor has changed from 4 days ago when he had his conversation with your friend and ally in the attack against the bandits. His demeanor has changed. He has not been able to sleep properly. And now he's trying to ruthlessly murder a blue gnome that you can't see. That's the situation of what is leading up to whatever events unfurl from here on out.
Okay. As I approach you, as I approach him, I'm gonna just be like, "Hey, it's cool. We'll figure this out. Is the gnome still there? Do you still have him on your shoulder or whatever?"
Bill, is he still on my shoulder?
He's not.
Do I see him?
At the moment, you have no idea where he is.
I want to roll perception to see if I can spot him.
Roll me that Percy.
Fucking D&D Beyond can suck my fat cock. I got a 6. I'm gonna start rolling my own dice. Fuck this game.
All right, so yeah, you don't see him anywhere. It's as though he's vanished.
I suggest we get him to like a priest or something first off and see if he's got a curse or I don't know, something that maybe they can heal, and then we can go from there.
I start making a Molotov while he's trying to explain all this to me.
Oi, before you start doing that, let me try something. I'm gonna need to touch you. Yeah, I touch dross and I cast identify.
There is nothing magical about this situation. You can identify it as he hasn't slept.
Ross, I just think you need to get some sleep.
That isn't how this works, man. I ain't sleeping while that fucker's around now either. And I pull out my tinder kit. I'm gonna burn this whole fucking city to the ground if I can't kill him.
There's an alchemist or a potion salesman or something in town, right?
There is.
I'm immediately gonna run that direction and see if they're open. Try and get like a potion to put him to sleep. See if we can magically put him out.
I'm gonna have some fun myself here because I want to roll some dice.
Okay. I'm also gonna roll perception to see if I can see him again, if that's okay, Bill. Okay. Because I'm constantly looking for this motherfucker right now. See?
Absolutely.
See how nice that is? When I'm rolling my fucking die on the table, I get good rolls. So with my +3, that's 18.
He's gone.
He's gone, like completely gone?
Like everywhere you search, you cannot see him. And as you've begun to feel safe, right? You've checked, you've been paranoid, and you literally can't see him.
I don't know if I feel safe or more alert.
I'll let you decide, but I'm going to describe this situation. You feel a sharp pain at the base of your skull as you fall unconscious.
Thank God.
And you are unconscious. You're not dying. Somebody came up and whacked you behind the head and said, "This motherfucker needs some sleep." And even if it wasn't enough to actually knock you unconscious, the fact that you have not slept for 4 days is enough that you are at a state of exhaustion where a good breeze would put you to bed, but your own brain is keeping you up.
Okay, did we see who knocked him the fuck out?
Nobody. He fell asleep.
Fucking
Okay.
Gnome, out cold fucking gnome.
Alright, since he's knocked out, I guess let's just take him back to the guild hall and tie him up, and then we got work to do. We got shit we need to go do.
I like how Tommy's solution is we're gonna tie him up, go to work, and figure it out later.
We'll figure it out while we're at work with no distractions.
Tommy's like, fuck this guy. We just gonna go make some money, and he can just sit there tied up. You can't leave your kids in the car, Tommy.
Yeah, it's bad plan,
Put the
dude.
window down.
Why you're not my son. I'll leave Joffrey with you.
You tell me I get to get into some hentai tentacle porn shit here in a minute? Fuck yeah. It's about to be interesting. First is butt play, now there's tentacle play? Hell yeah.
This is an interesting. I did not expect this episode to get this sexual, but I'm here for it.
Cue Pornhub theme.
I don't know what's
Rogan,
going on.
can you-
Stuff is going to happen.
Rogan, can you take him back to the guild hall? I need to ask the bartender something.
I'll do my best.
I thought he ran off already.
That was Jason.
Oh, okay.
No, that was me.
No, yeah.
That ran up
Oh,
the posts.
You wouldn't have gotten far before he fell on the ground and fell asleep. Going from making a large, being a cacophony of paranoia, and then to suddenly stop speaking and slump onto the floor is a difference in sound where you would have stopped before you ran off, before you fully went off to the apothecary.
right. Then Rogan and Ville, can you always carry him back to the guild hall? I need to talk to the bartender.
He is a dwarf. They're not that.
Yeah,
I'll carry him.
and I guess I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Split the party. Split the party. Split the party.
Kill you all.
Guys, just leave me in the street, and then you guys all go separate directions really, really fast.
Okay. I walk into the bar, Bill.
Okay.
I'll start trying to get him back to the guild hall.
Tonight's shift is being held over by Edward, and he says, "The fuck is happening here?" Excuse me.
I don't know. Do you know anything about any wolves in the area that are causing problems?
My delivery guy from the alehouse out west said that he's been getting a real creepy feeling on the trips that take longer than a day, especially when he comes around Miner's Bell.
Alright. Noted. That means, yeah. Alright. Thank you very much, Edward. And I will tip him a gold.
1 gold, dude. That's rad.
Yeah. Rigor Morse tipper.
Just the tipper.
Yeah.
See, I told you I'd make it
Well,
sexual. What's up, dog?
It starts with the tip. And then I'm gonna head back to the guild hall.
All right. So they are now all at. Everybody is there. I don't know if they've tied up old Dross or not, but he is very asleep.
Alright, I need a short rest, so while I'm taking a short rest, and I explain to Ville and Rogan what our job is.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a lot of the mechanics that I want to do as a full rest doesn't mean you have to sit there and meditate and not do anything. It's be out of combat, communicating with the team, whatever. That spending enough time doing that counts as a short rest. Yeah, I mean that was a full rest, but now I think old Rigormore has used up some stuff.
I don't think I got any rest, actually. Just saying.
Yeah, you personally, you have not had any rest. Period.
No rest for the wicked, baby. There's a song about that.
Cage the elephant. What's up?
Alright, so
Yeah, you can explain whatever you want.
Yeah, so I'll say we need to head towards the west. The guild has requested our assistance in a matter of some pesky wolves and other wildlife.
Can I just do a David Attenborough impression real quick?
Sure.
Wolves. That's it.
I want to turn that into a sound clip later.
Do whatever you want, dog. I'm just having fun. All right.
So, what do you two want to do about Dross here? I'm fine with just tying him up, putting some ball bearings around his bed so he can't go nowhere. Josh, what do you want to do with Dross?
Well, like I said, I was taking him back to the guild hall.
We're
With-
already there.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is now the
Then
discussion of
he's
what to
laying
do with
down.
him that he's asleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him to his room. Just lay him down. I don't know if we need to tie him up. Do you think we need to?
Well, I don't know. He's acting crazier than normal.
I mean, I guess it might be smart just so he doesn't go try and burn someplace down again.
What about you, Billy?
I'm down to just let him rest. I don't think we need to tie him. Maybe that rest will, make his head clear.
Right. So, we good to let him sleep and we'll go see if we can check out these wolves? Or you want to wait for the morning to wake?
I mean, I feel down for taking down some wolves, but I don't want to. I don't want to put us at a hindrance without the full team. So I don't know.
Really a hindrance? Is it really?
I don't know. If the majority says yes, then I'll go with it.
So, Billy, you want to go now or you want to wait for Dross?
I was thinking of going now, but he does bring up a good point. He's our wild card.
Right, I guess we'll wait for the morning. Let's, you all need to do anything else for the rest of the night?
I think I'm set.
All right, I think it's a good time to pause. I just finished up my din. Gotta wash his plate. I want to smoke a cigarette, and then I'm gonna come back, kid.
Or at least try and get in contact with the Thieves Guild somehow.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. We'll. I'm just gonna go smoke real quick, and then we'll be back again. Daddy's back again. Hello, friend.
Ooh, hit me like you love me, Daddy.
Show me
Oh,
your
shit.
sexy jutsu.
That was my whole phone. Hey, everybody. So we'll start off. We'll just get this out of the way. Dross, you are having a fucking night terror.
Same.
Yeah. You are in a void, a totally white space that you are intimately familiar with.
That's hot.
And in this void, in a row, going down for past what would be a horizon line in an empty space, to the point where you can no longer make out the details of what's after that. If you continue, and in this dream you continue walking this trail of bodies, where on one side are corpses, on the other, and there's a clearing in the middle that is a pathway to walk. And you know each of these corpses was once your own while you were in this place before. And at the very end, you start to see a blue dot off on the horizon, directly in the center of this trail.
What's the ambient temperature of the room? Like, is it hot and stinky, or is it like nice and cool? What's up?
It's unnoticeable.
So like a cool 69. Got it. I head towards the blue dot, and
Nice.
I try not to. Thanks. I try not to not to touch any of my previous lives.
Okay.
And, so yeah, I'm heading to the blue dot. I don't know why.
As you're running up this trail and trying not to touch them or have anything, the trail is becoming narrower and narrower. And the blue dot does not seem like it's getting closer.
I want to use perception to see if there's anything I'm not noticing that I should be.
Okay.
Fuck, that's off the table. 18.
You are 100% being followed.
Is it the gnome?
Nope.
Do I see who it is?
Every time you turn your head, it is always behind you.
I pull out my sword and use it like a mirror. So now I have the reflection behind me as well. Come at me, boy. Smart.
There is only a reflection of your face in blank white space.
Oh! Is that a vampire?
I'm not sure I know what to do at this point.
So you hear now a voice that is unfamiliar to you. And it just says, "You called."
No, I think you called me here, actually, as a matter of fact.
You've been here a long time.
How long are we talking? Like 2 hours?
Eons.
Fuck, that is a long time.
Your life has ended and begun more times than any other mortal.
Radical. Radical, my dude. But that is what I want. I do strive to be immortal and endless. But I would very much prefer to not have to go through this pain and suffering every time.
Hang on, I gotta listen to how to pronounce something real quick.
Divination.
Hi, I'm back. My name is Kumavakwi.
Kumavakwi. I'm gonna call you Cream of Broccoli.
Oh, and I am answering. This is your destiny.
To be in a hallway full of dead bodies? I mean, that's goals as fuck, but I'd prefer them to not be my dead bodies.
That blue dot, I want dead.
Kill it.
He avoids me all turns.
Yeah, I don't know if you kind of noticed. I was kind of running at it too, and it kind of just stayed really far away from me. So I don't know if you noticed, but I only got like a 3-foot reach here, you know. Gore's kind of short, stubby arms. Not the longest sword on the planet, you know what I mean? My dick's pretty big, but even that can't reach him, so I don't know what you want me to do about that.
This is not just your problem. This is our problem. And you wake up in the morning refreshed. Good morning. Everybody's back in real time. Hello. Not the dream world. For sure.
Why do I feel like this is still the dream world? Just the way you said all that.
I mean, I'm telling you,
for sure.
It's 100% not the dream world. I'm telling you that. Be confident in it.
I kind of want to still be suspicious.
You play your character how
I am still very suspicious that there's going to be the gnome that's going to come kill me.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it is, in fact, morning, and everybody is awaking, refreshed, and full of energy and vigor for today's travels.
I'm gonna go ahead and approach Dross and, you know, ask him how he's doing, see if he can kind of explain to me what's going on with him.
There was a gnome that wants to kill me. Because I'm not supposed to talk about the voids and all that, right?
Nope.
Exactly. So yeah, there's a gnome trying to kill me, and I don't know where he went yesterday. So Might want to be on a.
Roll me a
guard.
perception check. Just you, Dross. Actually, no, both of you. Roll me a perception check.
Nat 20 plus 3. Hey, I love my fucking dice. Loaded as fuck, boy.
Mine's a 5.
All right, so Dross, on Rogan's neck, you can see a small scratch that looks as though a sharp blade has been pressed there recently. Not like oh, I'm shaving, trimming up kind of cut. That's
like
much
someone
different.
held
This
a
is
throat to him while he was asleep.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know when it happened, but this you notice it is healed. It's not a fresh one.
Oh, okay.
And with a 5, you notice that your neck is itchy.
You getting a fight recently?
I scratch my neck.
Yeah, that. You getting a fight recently?
So
Did I miss something?
when you do that, you feel the scratch. You feel the cut.
Do I know how I got this?
Not that you're aware of. You don't. You weren't in any conflict other than chasing after the kid. Maybe through that alleyway, something, you grazed by a thorn bush or a piece of something just happened to come out and give you a little nick, but you can't remember actually, having anything violate personal space.
No fighting. Just baby got general wear and tear throughout the day.
Man, you're falling apart. You gotta get your shit together. People might start thinking you're crazy or something. We don't want that. We can't have a crazy guy in our party.
And we can get to your nighttime adventures. This event did happen, but I also want to get back to Rogan's nighttime adventures.
Yes.
So, yeah, remind me at a time, and we will get back to that when we have an opportunity. But I just want everybody to get up.
I'm up. I'm in the cafeteria type area.
The common room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm officially up and ready to go. Aching for adventure.
Or aching because you had your fucking neck cut open, you psychopath.
Trust, you feeling good to go?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're hallucinating yesterday.
Where are we going?
To the mouth of hell.
Been there, done that. It gets old.
We're going west.
For what?
Need to fight some wolves.
The fuck you are? You ain't touching any of those good boys. What are they doing wrong?
You're messing with a bunch of travelers.
Doesn't mean we have to kill them. They're just doing what doggies do.
Well, if you find a different solution, then I'm all ears. But until then, we still need to go that way.
I want to run to the magical shop real quick. The dude who has all the cool trinkets and stuff.
Okay. What would
you have any items that would help with like taming beasts or controlling animals? I'm not necessarily skilled as a beastmaster. I decided not to take on that training, but I would very much like to see if it's possible. If you had any kind of like.
I mean, you can go get trained whenever you want. That's not.
We don't got time for that, Bill. Shut up. We ain't got time for that.
You don't have to buy training, my friend.
No, I'm trying to buy if you have some kind of magical item that may
items
or may not help me persuade these animals, or I'm trying to remove them without hurting them, and I don't want to trap them, and I don't want to have to kill my party because they step out of line.
What do you have that I don't?
My love and devotion.
Don't want it.
Do I know about Rigmore's jar of eyes?
That they're useless?
No, do I know? Like, I'm asking Bill. Like, do I know that he has that, right?
No, you don't know I have it.
No, you wouldn't know that.
I mean, I have this cool amulet that brings me back to life whenever I die, but unfortunately, that's kind of stuck inside of me for now. What do you need? I'm sure I can find it.
I want stuff that I don't have. If you want something from me, I will give it to you once you bring me something I don't have.
I'll give you my...
That's how this shop operates.
I'm giving you my servitude to where I will go get whatever the fuck you want from here on out.
I can make a servant do that out of corporeal air. I do not need a slave.
But unlike those servants, I don't die. So
you know what my servants do? I can just... And there they are.
So you got... What you're saying is you got nothing for me. I guess I'm just gonna let everybody in town know that you just have a lot.
I have everything you want. You have nothing I want.
That's what they all say. I guess I'll just let town know that you're a sham.
Talk to your partner.
I roll persuasion for him to fucking just lend it to me.
Go for it. Roll me that dice.
Persuasion, fucking D20, right? Yeah. 18.
Well, I can tell you with full confidence, that's not enough.
Fuck, what? What do I have to fucking roll? A 90?
No, I rolled. This is a contested roll.
Oh, you bitch, Bill. What'd you roll? A fucking nat 20 or some shit over there? God damn it.
Sure did.
Fucking.
And, dude, again, I think I've said it before, but this entire town is full of characters that I've played.
Yeah, they're like all level 1000, I know.
I mean, no, but Electrico's real good at doing some stuff, and some of that stuff is knowing bullshit, and he knows bullshit.
Let me ask you this again then. But do you have that item? If so, may I see it?
I do have it. It's over there.
What is it?
It is a about an 8 foot long piece of, well, I mean, it's a whip. Piece of bound leather. Whip.
So you just want me to whip him, or is there like something special about this where I'm not fucking just murdering?
I mean, that's how you typically train an animal. Especially in this sense. If you're going after a dangerous animal, you have to deter them first.
I was hoping you had some kind of
again, you could have learned this.
You're right. You're right. Instead, I learned fucking cool shadow clone motherfuckers. Okay, listen. Fuck you. I summon one of my clones and I send it out the front door. And I grab the item and try to teleport to my my clone.
I would like you to roll a Constitution save.
A Constitution save. That is a D20 plus 3, right? Okay. Give me something good. 17.
Your clone has successfully walked to the door. The door is locked.
How the fuck am I supposed to get out then?
Without that whip.
So you're saying with this whip, I can tame animals?
Just like any other whip.
I'm gonna say it straight up. Like,
unless you
above
pay
board,
me for
above
this
board,
whip, you're not leaving.
Above board, I want to whip this motherfucker to attempt to tame him, but I know that's just gonna start a fight where I'm gonna die.
Yes.
Fuck, I just dropped the whip on the floor and walk out. God damn it.
The door is unlocked, and you are free to leave.
Go fuck yourself and your jar of eyeballs.
Come back with something I want, nerd.
If it's cool with the other two, I just want to say that we followed Dross because we knew he was going to try to do some bullshit.
In fairness, I was trying to just legit buy something at first. Okay, like I'm not.
You don't know how fucking Kanji's Emporium works, dude. He doesn't want your money. He wants cool stuff.
Why ask him what the fuck he wants? Okay, I want cool shit too, but if
something he doesn't have.
I don't know what the fuck he doesn't have.
Cool shit.
This motherfucker has.
Explore the world.
This motherfucker just said.
Explore the world.
This motherfucker just said he has everything. So how the fuck am I supposed to find something he doesn't have?
Everything.
He just said he has everything, Bill.
No, he says I have what you might need.
He said I have everything you'll need. Back me up on this, somebody. Not Tommy, because Tommy's not going to back me up on this.
I mean, this is a recording, but in all seriousness, I'll go retcon this and say that he has everything you might need. He's just a collector of cool shit.
Yeah, I got some weird forceps that may or may not be helpful at some point. I don't even know what the hell they're for. So I wouldn't trust his gift-giving abilities entirely.
Just go kill these fucking
ready
dogs.
to go hunt some wolves?
Let's just go kill these fucking dogs, and I'll fucking actually. You know what? I have an idea. Yeah, let's go. I'm good.
All right, let's do this.
All right. I lock the guild hall behind us.
Good plan.
Thieves running around in there.
Can I go see if my armor's ready by chance? Because there's, I'm hoping there's light.
He said a week.
Your regular armor.
He said a week
is
for
ready.
the legs. Okay, well I'm gonna go pick up
Yeah.
my regular
Yeah,
armor.
no. Yeah, your regular armor he gave to you yesterday. He fitted you for that. I thought that was just kind of assumed. That's why he was like, "Here's your armor. I'll take." That's why I said a dwarf and a goblin aren't that far apart. He stood there and he fitted you as he as you were just saying like, "Yeah, I'll fucking buy into your extra strength leg bracers."
I just basically pictured a very like a dwarf with like child-sized clothing on, and it made me laugh. But yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
And we're walking, and we're walking, and we're walking.
You're walking.
I want to use perception to see if there's anything out of the ordinary.
And you're walking. Yeah,
Okay,
go for it.
Cool, because I don't.
Roll me them dice.
I don't want to be shot with the crossbow again. I got 14.
You all play Dungeons and Dragons. Are you gonna dungeon or are you gonna drag?
I'm gonna be dragging these nuts all over your face because I got a 14.
Cool beans, dude. The animals are fucking weird.
Can I roll nature to see why?
Yeah.
That's a 7.
They're not eating the way that classical animals work.
So do you mean like a deer's just munching on a dead raccoon, or do you mean like they're just like sucking up?
All right, so if a deer were to be eating, let's say a leaf, right? It's got its head up, it's at a young sapling, the leaf is being eaten. But anytime this deer's head would normally move to go and reach for another branch, its own antler forms a new head where it wants it, and then its old head vanishes and disintegrates back into this new head.
Are we still in a fucking like illusion?
Mm-hmm. Roll a check to see.
What
if
am I
you're
rolling
real.
for that? Because that's what I'm calling out right now. That is what I'm saying to
Light.
these motherfuckers right now. Are we still in
This
that
is a
goddamn illusion
simulation
from the
check.
guild hall? What am I rolling?
This is
a 20?
a simulation check. Yeah, roll a d20 and I'll let you know what happens because I already know the answer regardless of what.
Is there any fucking plus I can add to this if I have it? Or is it just a straight 20?
You just roll a straight 20.
Okay.
The answer is going to be the same regardless of what you roll.
Okay, good, because it's an 11.
This is reality. Every sense you have tells you that this is reality, but that doesn't work. Whatever's happening over there does not function according to how you've seen things classic.
Well, I'm going to point it out to them and just go, the fuck is going on? Like, what is this shit?
Yeah, it's been going on for a while.
So as you guys have
pull out my bow.
As you guys have been walking out of town, and he points it out, but you've all been able to kind of subtly notice that something is corrupted. There is an unnatural sense about this nature.
Yeah, I want to pull out my bow and try and kill the deer.
Okay? Roll me an attack.
Short bow, that's a +4, so that's a 15.
As you draw your bow back, as you even seem to pull up hostility, not even after you've knocked an arrow or anything, this deer is aware of where you are. And it, as you've knocked the arrow and released it, and it has flown through the air, the same thing happens. This deer dematerializes in the correct space, but in a way that seems almost gem-like, in that the flesh becomes kind of reflective as it folds away from the space it needs to avoid. And then as the danger has gone, it reforms with those reflective patterns, and then it is like a normal deer again. And after that, it scampers off in the woods like a totally normal deer would after you've missed a shot.
I think Rogan's brain just broke.
I mean, that definitely ain't right, but I don't know what to do about it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do my job here, and my job here is to go hunt wolves.
I'll follow you, but I'm suddenly a little depressed for some reason. Like, Rogan's a little depressed. Something about this disturbs him, and he just can't shake it now.
Bill, you
And
said
as
it's
you guys
about,
are traveling,
it's about a day's travel away to where the wolves
it is
are.
about a 12-hour trip. So
Okay,
you will
so
be
we-
arriving at post dusk. So right after the sun has just fallen.
Yep, that's fine.
Seems like a good time to hunt wolves.
It also seems like a good time for me to go get ice cream, which is what I'm gonna do. Now that y'all got all your out and about shit done in this game, and you don't have to buy anything any fucking more, we can actually play the goddamn campaign I've been trying to get to.
I actually do want to buy a new weapon sometime soon. Just saying.
I don't give a shit. You're out in the woods now. I've trapped you, and this is where we start next week.
Sounds plain to me.
Bill is so pissed. He's like, finally we're playing the game. We should have been here on session 2 and it's session 10.
You gotta have a little fun with it.
Bill, maybe I'm just enjoying your world so much, but like I don't need to enjoy the big world. I'm not a city kid. I'm a country kid. I can enjoy the small things. And I enjoy harassing the town because there's not
I live
shit
in a
they can
town
do
with
about
a population that says less than 500.
Yeah.
I grew up in the hills. I know
I'm
about
saying-
just enjoying the
I'm
scenery,
saying-
but I wrote this conflict 3 weeks ago. Not 3 weeks ago, 3 goddamn months ago. This conflict is supposed to be early game. And now y'all are leveled up and have fancy new footwear.
Hey,
y'all
hey,
are
maybe-
footloose and fancy free,
Maybe
and I'm here to pay for it.
maybe this kind
I
of makes
appreciate
up
you appreciate my NPCs, but goddamn it, I'm trying to kill y'all.
maybe us being severely overleveled for this conflict is fair for when we were severely underleveled when I got shot in the goddamn throat.
That is fair. I did start off the campaign almost killing most of it.
Yeah, we're still not high enough level for that encounter you set up. You said that was like a level 5 encounter. We're not even at level 5 yet. So it's only fair that it's like an RPG where I'm fucking level 200 when I go and do the first level in Skyrim and I fucking just walk into that tomb and I'm bitch slapping all the raiders because there's not a goddamn thing they can do. I've killed every dragon on this goddamn planet. You think you can stop me with your fucking bronze sword? Fuck you.
Hey, Bill, I just want to say that I'm sorry that I wanted to fucking RP.
Yeah, sorry,
That's true.
sorry,
Alright.
Bill, that we're dungeoning and dragoning. Okay, fuck.
You guys are doing a lot more dragoning, and it's like I have cool things in combat that I want to describe, and I'm tired of talking about the fucking apothecary.
Speaking of that, I want to run back to town real quick to the apothecary.
All right, but also I do have to get to Josh's nighttime adventures.
Okay, do that.
Hey.
Are we doing that tonight? I'm still cool with that. I'm just.
I mean,
would
if you want to, whatever you want to do, I will let you guys know.
We can do it tonight. We can do it at the start of the next week's or whatever. I'm cool with either one.
We're at 2
Let's
hours
do it
right
tonight.
now.
Get it over.
I was gonna say I don't know how long it takes. We're at 2 hours right now, so I would say like if it's gonna be like under like a 30-minute thing, do it now. If it's gonna be more than like a 30-minute thing, do it next week.
I mean, also we could do it privately. This is a thing that didn't happen amongst the group.
That is also, I mean, me and you do discuss things privately outside of the game.
So if Josh, if you and I want to, if we can work out a time to talk, we can go through your nighttime adventures.
Yeah, that's cool with me. I'm free most evenings now, so.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Before we all leave, what are we gonna play next week?